Alright guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. We're going to try to drive this to completion. Might take one, maybe two more series, but we're going to get this thing done. Let's throw in some of these light leaves that are coming over that tree to us. I'm going to grab a whole lot of this lemon yellow, put it in here. I'm going to grab some of that cadmium red light, mix it them two together. And that's going to give me a good leaf color here. Use a little bit bigger brush because these leaves are closer to us. Kind of take that edge and see if I can't get me what I want going back into that tree. Get some of these colors, some of these red colors. That's actually a little more red than that. I'm going to add some make that color red a little bit. A little bit more red into it. Try to catch some strokes in here that'll where this thing might be coming from. It's already coming out of that tree right there. A lot of that right in this area. I guess because it's reaching out trying to grab us. We're seeing it come right into there. While I have that color, might as well get some of it on the ground. If it's on the trees, it's going to fall on the ground. Got some of it in down there. Actually a couple strokes right on top of our hay bale. Some of them leaves just kind of set down there. Maybe right at the base of it. Let's see what we can get up in here. Because actually, if you look at that tree, and that's what we're trying to do, it's got some good yellows too. So I'm just going to grab some of that yellow. Try to cut a little bit of that up in there. Some places where the sun's really hitting on it. And there, got some right there by that dark. Let's see if we can get that yellow right there. So let's just see how I just kind of put it in places. Get it right out here into that tree a little bit. Grab some more of that yellow. I like that lemon yellow. Got a few leaves right back up under that tree again that were bright. Where are we out there? On out here, we got all that good dark. Let's get some of that out there. Grab a little bit of color here. Kind of used a lot of yellow on that one. I'm going to throw some more out here. This time I went with some cadmium. Cadmium yellow. Give me a little bit lighter yellow. To really try to grab some of those colors. And I'm not trying to paint an individual leaf. I'm just trying to get the colors where I want them. And let the brush kind of identify the leaf color a little bit, or shape. Keep it bright up in the canopy, and again a few more on top of my hay bale. And that is a hay bale, so let's kind of chop it up a little bit with some, kind of make it look like a hay bale a little bit. Just kind of define it a little bit. Just that back edge back there where the edge of that bale is. Let's kind of get it cut in there a little bit. There, get that back, that reflected light back there, cut a little bit on. A few of that on top. Right there along the bottom. So that's our hay bale kind of sitting out there. We actually use that for Halloween, set a pumpkin on it. I think that's what most people like to do. You're going to have a few of those lights out here. Again, if you got light in the tree, you're going to have a little bit of it on the ground. Don't be afraid to get it in there. And that tree's going to be casting a shadow. Let's get some more lights out there. Figure out where we want our shadow to go. We got a few leaves over in here. We actually have a few dark leaves. I'll grab some of this little dark, cut some of it in there, kind of mix that in there with it. A little ultramarine blue. So here's where I thought I was trying to establish the dark side of that tree was dark. So this. Try to keep it dark. Keep the dark that we want, especially up here on the top of this tree. A little more paint in there, a little more ultramarine blue. I got my ultramarine blue mixed in with that green that we had. There we go. Let's kind of keep those darks in this one tree, because this is the closest one to us. So this one have the darkest darks and the lightest lights. most of the darks are up in this canopy because it's up in the canopy. He branches heading off everywhere. We won't keep it up in that canopy. Now we have that. It's going to cast a shadow on the ground again. Chop it in there. So we put so much leaves on there, we forgot to take some of our shadow out, so we'll cut that shadow back in. Oh, it's now somebody else to come down. Guys, that's half the fun of painting, is the people you meet. That's what it's all about. Friends and doing things. And everybody loves to paint. People say, I couldn't draw a straight line if I had to. Well, you ain't seen me draw a straight line yet. That ain't what we're doing. We're painting trees, and we're painting leaves, and we're just putting stuff on a canvas. And guys, there's nothing I've done here that y'all couldn't do. You've heard me say it before. I guarantee you, if you go out in the yard and do what I do 100 times, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be painting. You're going to be doing it too. A little more water into this. Put some of these limbs on up here. There we go, on the top of that tree. Those dark limbs up there at the top, because they're up there. Then we can add some light to them. Let's see, a good lemon yellow color for those that, again, the bright leaves that are stuck out there. Just barely touching it. Where's the brightest leaves? The brightest leaves are right there, right under all that mess. A few up on the ground. We're just putting colors in there, seeing what all kind of pops up. I could go back and forth all day long with this tree. I'm going to grab some of this cadmium red light right here. Kind of mix that in with the other colors I had in my brush. See if I can't get a little bit more reddish. There we go, a little more red in there. This tree's got a lot of that red in it. It just, I like it. It looks good like that. Cadmium red on top of all these other colors, blend it in with them. So we're just not afraid to try different things, not afraid to add some colors. A little bit down there on the ground for leaves, because if it fell off the tree, it'll be laying on the ground. Put it in there, cut it in there. That's right up by the base of that. I hope you can see that this is developing a little bit back there where y'all are. I'll tell you what, I think one more session we can finish this up. Y'all come.